right. There we go. All right, cool. I hope everybody's having a blessed day. Usually, we got David and ETA, our seven-figure earner. He was going to follow up at the 10:30 call, but tonight, but that's not going to happen. We're going to have a mindset call by our chairman 10, Riyadh Jones, at 10 p.m. So if you guys want to hop on that for a mindset call, please share that. But let's go ahead and get started. So for those of you, like I said, if you don't know about trading and you're trying to figure out what's wrong, most of the time, the issue is that people don't know how to conquer their emotional intelligence, right? We get into trading, people think it's something wrong with the technique. People think it's something wrong with the skill. Oh, I put this indicator in, I did this, I did that. Well, for the most part, it's none of that. For the most part, I can give you a skill or technique that's going to give you 100% entry. But if you're bad at over leveraging your account and getting emotionally attached, if you're bad at being greedy, if you're bad at being desperate, most of us are used to waiting for a check. How many people on the line you have a job, right? Or you're working and you've ever had a job and you had to wait 2 weeks for your check? Anybody on the line ever had to wait at least 2 weeks for their paycheck? I need to drop me a whole bunch of them in there. Right? And so that feeling you got when you got something due and you waiting for that bill and you waiting for that check, right? You're anxious. You're anticipating, right? You looking at the clock. You watching the day every single day. And what's happening is you're transferring those same emotions over to your trading. Trading is an investment, guys. So what you got to learn to realize is that you can't come here with that same, I want to trade so I can make some money. I had to correct somebody the other day. I said, listen, if you're coming to the investment community, you're not going to succeed because you're creating an expectation in your mind based off how you're feeling. Hit it again. You're creating an expectation in your mind based on how you're feeling, not based off a skill set, right? So you got you rise above the greed, you rise above the desperation, you rise above the fear of missing out, right? You got to rise above how the markets are controlling you and you are not controlling the markets, okay? 1 second, let me go to... Oh, yeah. Anybody see my... There we go. And how many new people we got online? If you've been in iMarkets Live less than, let's say 90 days. If you've been in iMarkets Live less than 90 days, drop some ones in the chat box. Cool. Okay. Now, can someone share everybody can just do this. Please share what you find to be your biggest downfall. Like, what are you struggling with? Let's share that tonight, because I just don't want to be teaching based off what I know. I want to teach off what you need. Marking up charts, okay? Okay, that's the same as charts. Charting. Okay. Paralysis by analysis. Okay. Entry. Okay, marking up charts. Emotions. At least y'all know what you're struggling with. Some people sit here being denial. All right. All right, cool. So let's focus. Let's talk about emotions right quick, because y'all gonna get mad at me, but I want y'all to know emotions is not trading is to me is 95% emotion. Okay. So write down all these emotions. Every single time you take a trade, I want you to document how you felt. If you took a trade and you got greedy, I want you to document you got greedy that day. If you took a trade and you became desperate, you need to write that down. If you took a trade guys, I want you to write down the entry price, the take profit, and the pair. And once you write that down, you need to write down why you felt scared, write down those emotions you felt alongside that pair, because now you're going to be able to document and track your emotions. Because if the only reason you're scared, the only reason you're anxious and nervous, first of all, you're not confident as a trader. The phases you got to go through is get in there, learn the terminology, learn the basic information, support, resistance, and retracements, right? It's pretty much all trading is. Support, breaking resistance, breakouts, and patience is really what it is. So if you're getting into the charts, if you're getting into the market and you have no idea why you got into that market, then I'm sure you should be nervous. You should be anxious. Your stomach should be hurting. You're walking around with your phone in front of your face all day. You can't even go to sleep. You chasing the trade. You hoping you stay up. So turn around and go back blue. You saved yourself. The first rule to trading is you do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. I have respect for somebody who stays into a demo account and a practice account for as long as they need to, 12 months, 2 years, versus them taking money out of the regular living expenses because they're desperate to make money. Do not break the rule where you're taking money out of your rent, out of your utilities, out of your children's funds, out of your different accounts and things of the nature, because you see all these people making money, you're not. That means you're experiencing those emotions. Greed, fear, missing out, chasing trades, just throwing yourself in there. It's just all a gamble, guys. When you go and put your hand in your pocket of your personal account, that's you gambling with your personal life, okay? It's okay to be patient. People go to school for 4 years learning this investment management. So why do you come into this organization and this community think you're going to learn how to trade in 30 days, in 6 months, in 12 months? Okay, yeah, some people have done it, but what y'all got to realize, what they did was 10x their activity. What does that mean? Grant Cardone has a book that I'm reading right now, which is a perfect example. Okay, I learned how to trade in 6 months, but nobody's telling you I was studying 8 to 12 hours a day. Nobody was telling you I completely neglected everything else. I ain't gonna say neglected, but I actually sacrificed everything. You gotta pursue things with intention, right? So when you get in here, you chasing trades. First of all, stop taking everybody and their mama signals, okay? When you're those, and I'm talking to the I Markets Live community. I love this community, okay? You guys gotta realize the company has products and services out there for you to capitalize off of. Your mission is to gain your belief into what the products and services offer, okay? I put out a training on YouTube. If anybody has that link, can you drop it in the chat? There's a YouTube link that I created. It's called a set and forget method. It's the physical life technique. You literally go in the harmonic scanner. It gives you a better probability of being able to capitalize on those trades, because there's one little thing that the harmonic, it doesn't really give you a great entry sometimes. So I'm basically giving you a backup entry for the harmonic scanner. You log in. It comes with your basic package. You do a how to look. You take the entry, you take the take profit, you close your cell phone, and you never think about it again. If you're entering risk management, you don't have to watch the trade. We only watch trades when we over leverage our account. New people, old people. When you need to take your account balance, they just dropped the link in the chat box. Thank you guys. When you take a trade and you wake up in the morning, if your account balance is $20, $50, $100, $1,000, $50,000. You need to multiply that account by 3%. Every $100, you should not lose no more than $3. Now, what happens is we get so caught up in knowing if we put a bigger lot size, 2 people, that means your investment, okay? Instead of you taking 10 cents out of your account, you go take $5 out of your account, you put it into the market, you nervous, you sweating, you can't sleep, your mind going crazy because you have over leveraged your account, right? And so it potentially may have, we don't even say it went the wrong way. You might just be in the middle of a drawdown, right? A drawdown is a temporary negative placement, right? It's negative, but now you get nervous because you've over leveraged your account. If people are in here becoming professional funders, there is no reason nobody should be in here keep waiting every 2 weeks to get paid so you can fund your trading account. You need to pursue this investment. You need to pursue this skill set as if you can never add money to your account again. And what type of skill are you going to possess to make sure that can't happen, right? Some of y'all don't I ain't gonna lie, I used to be that person. I blew so much money and I got my butt whooped off these charts from being neglectful, from being desperate, from being just not listening to my rules. Guys, there's a big poster board on my wall. I don't know where my bills went. There's a big poster board on my wall that shows all my roots, right? I got my why. I'm so happy and grateful. I'm a professional trader. I've achieved 7 figures, whatever, right? But I have a list. Do not be greedy. No fear of loss. No over leveraging. No, and then focus on compounding. No comparing. There's going to be somebody, and guys, I'm talking about emotional intelligence because this is what everybody's on the call tonight looking for this magical charting, and I'm gonna go over charting. That's going to be the easy part. The hard part is that you're going to miss what I'm saying right now, the emotional intelligence, right? Yes, somebody introduced you into this investment community, and I pray to God they introduced you with integrity and transparency. This is going to be a learning curve, okay? You're not going to come in here and now, if you do it, it's based off luck. Skill comes into the play when you can sustain your wealth, when you can duplicate it over and over and over again, right? So you got to learn. You got to set your schedule. Somebody put in there, study. You need to create your schedule. Where's my schedule? Can y'all see my face? Because I can't see my face. I don't know where everybody went.
No, we can't see you. No.
You got to, there we go. So this right here is my calendar. What does it say? 2 to 5 work, 5 to 8 sleep, 8-15 prayer, read 21 days of growth, affirmations, exercise, 12 to 6 share the plan, teach, Jones call, sleep again from 11 to 2. You got to know what your schedule looks like. I got different slots on my schedule that lets me know when I have time available. So when you are sitting around talking about, oh, I don't have time to trade, that means you haven't created your schedule. You haven't created what even learn how to trade looks like, right? You haven't even created what trading looks like, ladies and gentlemen. You need to put on a schedule, your work schedule, how long you sitting in traffic, how long you brush your teeth, how long you how long it takes for you to eat, how long it takes for you to wind down from work. You need to be the person who makes sure that your schedule is so to the T that you don't allow anybody to come in and interfere and interrupt with what's about to take place in your life. If you want some abundance, drop someone in your chat box. If you want some abundance to take place in your life, drop someone in the chat box, right? You got to make sure you make it happen. That abundance is not going to occur off of luck. That abundance is just not going to drop in your lap unless, you know, some miracle happens, right? What does abundance look like to you? What does abundance look like to you? Don't just say money. You got to be deeper than that. So when you wake up and get to these charts, what is your schedule? Put it in there. That doesn't mean, guys, it doesn't take all day to trade. I'm sorry, people are like, man, I ain't traded last, I had no time. It literally takes 5 seconds to place a trade. You can take 10 minutes of your day. Look at one pair. Look at two, 3 pairs. Look at those pairs and wait for those positions to activate. I think there's something going on with my internet, so that's why I keep cutting out. But set your schedule, right? Then get one of these products. They just dropped the link in there about the harmonic scanner. If you want to maximize the gold cup, the teacup, those are other 2 phenomenal scanners that we have. They give you the answers. Wake up 4 to 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 or 7 in the morning. Make it your responsibility, your obligation to get on those scanners. Even if it's not a scanner that's in place, get on there and still study, right? Then you can say 30 minutes on the scanner or on the product, and then 30 minutes of you studying, right? And then after that, it's repetition. You got to give it time. When you start comparing, you got to have those blinders on like horses. How many of y'all seen somebody make profits and you want to call them? Hey, what you do? I want to know what you did. Just because somebody making money doesn't mean they know what they're doing. You got to make sure you understand that people have to be able to teach you how to fish. All right? Don't get so caught up in people making money that it deters you away from what you're supposed to be focusing on. If you got a skill or technique that's working for you, you need to keep your eyes on that prize, because through repetition, you will become an expert, okay? Now, somebody mentioned information overload. You need to go through basics 1 through 4, technical analysis, and then swing over to IML TV. IML TV, you find 2 educators, really 1, and you study that person like with intensity. You want to know what they smelling, what they listening to, what time they wake up, what the charts they looking at. You need to emulate every single move that they do. And because what's going to happen is all you're doing is copying what they're doing. And as you're continuously copying, you start getting the same activity, right? And so through repetition, could you imagine you going to look at one person for 90 days straight? Don't you feel like you're going to learn something if you look at that one person, not him, her, he, she? That person just made 500. That person just made 20. That person just made $5 grand. Oh shoot, that's a 6-figure earner. No, who cares? You got to focus on the skill. What's right here? Okay, what's right here? What was my schedule? I used to work 7 to 7. I would get home at 7 p.m. I would chill for a little bit. I would go to sleep from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. I would sleep 4 hours a day on purpose. I would get up from 2 to 6 a.m., sleep from 6 to 6:40, get up, ready for work, and back at it again. What are you willing to sacrifice? Some of y'all are too comfortable in being broke. Some of y'all are too comfortable at having excuses. Some of y'all are too comfortable at complaining. Some of y'all are too comfortable at waiting for somebody else to create your success. iMarkets Live is an independent trading platform. You don't get in here waiting for somebody to tell you what to do. You go in here and get in here like this company is going to shut down on you. You got to get in here and make sure that this information is available to you. Or you can take your butt to a university or college, or you can take your butt downtown Atlanta, Georgia, to TradingView, online trading academy, and they're going to charge you $5,000 for a 2-day class. You think because you came in here and paid $217, this doesn't have value? This doesn't have value? And somebody probably mad at me. I did not increase my access. It don't max out. Call is maxed out. Y'all don't max out the call. So anyway, but I'm just trying to tell y'all, get in here and learn this information. So emotional intelligence, no greed. When you start getting greedy, document it, okay? Why did I get greedy today? Maybe because I wasn't confident that I got in the trade. Maybe because I over leveraged my account. Every time you do these things, you're going to start tracking your mistakes. You become successful by course correcting along the way. Right? Today, I over leveraged my account. I've been doing so good for 2-3 weeks straight. And then today, the money got bigger. Oh, man, I got a big score today. Oh, Lord, my account at $800. Oh, Lord, my account at $1,200. Maybe I should go big. Why would you go big? You've been doing the same beautiful disciplines to get you to $800, $1,200, $5,000. Then all of a sudden, you want to switch it up. That is why you're going to continuously fail, because you don't stick to what's been working, right? You don't stick to what's been working. Stick to it. Imagine if you maintain the same discipline for 24 months. You're going to become a 6-7-figure trader. I have people come to me all the time, Brittany, I got this technique and make $15,000 or make $20,000. Okay. It's easy to make money when you know what you're doing. I'm not influenced by greed. I'm not influenced by, I just hate that. I'm sorry. I'm not a boastful person. I don't care less about how much money I make, but what I want you to know is how to make this money so we can go travel the world together, so we can hop on jets together. That's what I want you to know. I want you to be able to retire your mom as well, pay off your debt, help the community. I don't care about you having money. I want to know what your money is doing for the community, right? That's what this is about, ladies and gentlemen. Again, what else y'all be doing? Paralysis by analysis. Y'all got a book full of notes. Lord have mercy. You don't learn Loop technique, Lasado technique, somebody who ain't even in iMarkets Live technique, the YouTube technique. You don't learn Bburrell technique. You don't learn Shay Shay, who just started technique. You don't learn everybody technique. Then Day done say, he said, look, I know some too. Stop learning everybody technique. Focus on one thing. Put the blinders on. When you become an expert and efficient at one way of trading, then start getting results. When you start knowing how to do it, create the results. Y'all have a problem of focusing. It's like everybody said on my other training call last night. I said everybody be like the squirrel on Ice Age. Who made money? Who made money? Or like Smokey when he was in that cage on Friday, right? He can't be that way. You gotta be focused. Okay? You gotta be focused. Stop having excuses as to why you are not studying. If somebody called you and told you something was on TV, or let's go to this party, or let's do something that's not going to add value to your life, you're going to be there at a quick second. And if you stick to your schedule, right, you'll know that you're not there. They should know you're not available. Guys, another thing you need to do, and this is what I shared on my tour, you got to have conversations with people. When I first started learning how to trade, I told my mom, my brother, my sister, my grandmother now, rest her soul, and everybody else. I said, listen, for the next 150 days, I'm going to be completely focused. I'm sorry, I had a moment. I'm going to be completely focused, okay? And y'all can't be distracting me, because what I'm about to do is about to be so powerful. I haven't even got started yet, y'all. It's about to be so powerful. It's going to manifest so much bigger because I'm even more focused, right? But you got to have conversations with people and let them know, listen, I can't let you bother my schedule. You cannot impede my schedule. You cannot enter my force field with your nonsense, right? You got to be at peace when you're on these charts and when you're getting this. I don't know if y'all don't understand how many people really know how powerful trading is. That's a bigger thing. If you don't know how powerful it is, you're not going to take it seriously. Everybody and their mama was in them lines. It was so funny to me when I was looking at everybody trying to learn, trying to go get a lottery ticket. That was the first time in my life I was unfazed by the lottery ticket. Because if you learn how to trade, you'll be able to be a high probability trader, and you can make that money. They over there desperate for. Now, no shade nobody, no lottery ticket. Hey, get what you want, But when you come here and you learn this information, you'll be unfazed from that lottery ticket, because you can make that money that y'all trying to stand in line for in 5 seconds with your brain, putting your phone on sleep mode. But you don't show up, right? You don't show up. So let's hop on these charts real quick. But it's the emotional aspect, ladies and gentlemen. Remember that. Emotions, okay? So, I pressed the wrong button. Okay. Emotions. And emotional intelligence goes, emotional intelligence, you'll be successful in anything in life, because you have to build that mental muscle. Sound the emotions. Conquer philosophy on money. I put a post up not too long ago about the philosophy. When you realize that it's so much out here to get, success is not limited. Okay? Success is not limited. Now, somebody was saying charting. I wrote some stuff down. What y'all say? Charting, paralysis by analysis, entry, emotional, greed, and market structure. Okay, so charting and market structure are the same. So a lot of you guys, if you've been on my call before, I'm going to keep it a little bit more simple tonight for the new people. I just want to get them to understand what you're looking at, okay? My trainings are really literally repetitious, because I don't feel like going to learn all the extra stuff and doing unnecessary things will start throwing you off track. Okay, so just to show y'all some little stuff, I haven't marked up charts in probably like a month or so I've just been naked trading. So look at boom. This was a ceiling right here. I said it was gonna sell, and it kept respecting the level before it finally broke. But it took patience for that to happen. That was October 15th to October 23rd. It took 8 days before this actually broke down. So when you guys want to learn how to really become a profitable, I ain't gonna say profitable. When you want to come in and learn how to, I call it mobile investing on the go now. All right. Mobile investing on the go. So I'm not the type of person where I want to be sitting there looking at charts all day. That's not my personal preference. Now, if you want to look at charts because you really love to trade, be my guest. But how many people want to be able to sit on the beach and trade with their cell phone? Sit on the toilet and trade, you know what I'm saying? Right? How many people want to be able to be in the middle of a concert and can place a trade? That's the type of traders we want to develop. Okay? I want to be, right? And then you can be an example. You start being a trendsetter, right? Mobile investing on the go. You can start glancing at your phone, or even if you do carry a laptop, guys, I don't want people to feel like they're confined to a computer, okay? We go out here and we say, make your money work for you, but we carrying around an office, a mobile office. Your mobile office should be your cell phone. So this is a pretty simple one where we got GCAD. Everyone just pay attention real quick, especially new people. What you're going to find out is that I call each pair that they have their own DNA, okay? The DNA changes every season. It depends on what's going on in the markets. Sometimes it's a lot of traveling, employee interest rates, unemployment rates and different things of that nature, right? So the candlestick is what I call the DNA of the pair. All right. So in this particular screen, this is since September 10th. New people at the bottom of my crosshair. This is called a crosshair. At the bottom, there's a date. Okay, September 7th, 9th, and so on. Okay. So what I tend to do at the beginning, this is my personal preference, is that I like to see on a weekly time frame what's the overall pattern. Now for me, this one doesn't have we have the main floor here, a little bit of a, not really of a ceiling, but this one keeps cutting right through the middle of what current price is. So some pairs you will see consistently keep hitting a certain area stop. There's go, stop, go, stop, go, stop. Well, this one really, even this one here had consistent ceiling here, right? But right here is just giving you up and down movement, right down in the middle, okay? So with that being said, let's zoom in a little bit more. It's been sitting here stuck at this ceiling. A ceiling is called, it's called a ceiling because that's where it's not going past. It's not pushing up above a certain level, okay? Today is what, November 5th? So this has been doing this for about 2 months, okay? It's been hitting this level and just getting stuck. Boom, it gets stuck, it gets stuck. So those are things I like to see on a wider frame. The weekly is what I call the satellite view, okay? Because sometimes people can get into a trade and think it's going to keep, like, let's say right here, it could have stopped right here like it did here, right? And went back into a buy. Well, I know that because I looked at a weekly view. Well, if I did zoom out at least one time, and you don't have to look at a week every time you get in the chart, you just do it one time and call it a day. So it could have went into a buy, but if somebody was on a smaller frame, they would have put a sell in and got caught up because they didn't look at the bigger view. So the weekly is what I call the satellite view, okay? But we're gonna go back down here to the 4 hour. The different time frames is just different zooms, okay? You got 100%, like in Microsoft Word, 200%. This is just your percentage, okay? How far out do I want to see it? How far closer do I want to see it? The 4 hour and the 1 hour are good frames because they give you the best, the real story, if you will. A lot of times, if you're scalping, you're just trying to capture a quick moment, right? But in a 1 to 4 hour time frame, you really want to know what the buyers and sellers are talking about. Well, this is since September 10th. We can probably go back a little bit more. Yep, July 30th. Well, at a level of resistance, meaning it didn't go above. Let me zoom in for you a little bit better here. It said, he said, baby, I want to come back home. She said no, so he left, right? I want to come back home again. No. Come back home. No. Come back home. No. Come back home. No. So do y'all see the pattern there? Right. Pattern right there. So knowing that baby can't come back home, came back home a little bit, stepped inside the house, came back out, right? Pushed his way through the door. And then just been resisting this entire time. So guys, that's literally the basis of trading. It's just being able to recognize those levels of support and resistance. That's not the amount of, might have been in my thing, my color like this. So I'm putting this box here to show you guys that price, for the most part, has been respecting that level, right? So with this being here in place, for those of you know who I teach Fibonacci, that's simple. Low to high, catch the 23 entry and catch the sale. I'll teach that here shortly. So I'm gonna drop it down to a 1 hour. Now guys, still make sure you always look at a 1 hour time frame, because let me make sure I'm gonna zoom back out so y'all can see that. So this is a 4 hour, okay? It's not as much noise, if you will, on a 4 hour. Okay, it looks more, this is a real choppy pair, and it still a little bit look like a little wiki pair, but it's less candlestick movement. Okay, when we drop it down to a 1 hour, I'm on October 15th. Okay, this is October 15th. We drop it to a 1 hour. See how far back October 15th? There we go. Here it is. This is October 15th. You just get to zoom in and see the buyers and sellers breath stinking. This is their breath stinking. You get to see the teeth missing. This is the conversation that they're having, okay? Just a more zoomed in effect. So when you had this as the resistance level, you can just see what current price is, right? 71.20. Current price is just stating what the price for the exchange is right now. Okay, so if you look left, the key to trading is to look at the past, okay, in reference to the future. You want to look left to predict what's about to happen in the future, right? So if we look left, we got a ceiling, ceiling, ceiling. So this is a good area where price can potentially turn around and sell here, right? Because price coincidentally already in the same area that has a level of resistance, right? This is resistance, this is resistance, that's resistance, this resistance. So we can put it about right here, okay? Touch, 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 almost. So worst case scenario, it'll touch the pink line one more time and then sell. So you can do a sell limit at 71.40, or you can do a sell stop at the 23 incher. Okay, so what is the sell limit? Price will have to come here, then come back down. New people. So when you place an order in your cell phone, right, you want a number one with cheese, right? You got to give somebody some money, okay? Well, this right here, when these candlesticks, remember, mine is like a teal and pink. So when these candlesticks are moving up like this white line is saying, when it start going up and says, you just gave the cashier your money, okay? But the cashier is not going to give you your food until that money comes back down and touch that pink line. Sell limit orders have to be touched twice. It has to touch a number twice, okay? It goes up once and it comes down once. That means it touched twice, just like a boomerang. So we would have put a sell limit at 71.40, called a great entry. Now, some of y'all are going to be sitting there crying with your panties in a bunch because you're going to put that sell limit order in. You're going to over leverage your account. It's going to give you some drawdown because if you look left, it's going to wick up here, right? You can go up a possible another like 20 more pips at a wick, but I'm not worried about it because I'm not over leveraging my account. Ladies and gentlemen, who's going to over leverage their account when I do this? Right? Who's going to be over leverage their account tonight? Everybody guilty. So sell limit at 71.40. If you want to do a sell limit at 71.62, be my guest because it's been wicking out there. But 71.40, it seems to be the main level of persistent touches. Okay, it has multiple touches on that level. So sell limit there. And then for those you know the Fibonacci, which is my favorite tool. Fibs is just something you use to put on the past to catch the future. Okay, you come over here on the left side of the screen. It's usually a pitchfork. Oh, I'm tripping. Here it is. This is usually the icon that's in place at the beginning, but you get down to the third menu box, click the arrow, press fib retracement. Third arrow box, click the arrow, fib retracement, okay? Then you take that tool and you go from tip to tip. If it's a wick, whatever's there, see that tip right there? Tip. And then let's come over here. So what I actually did was I did something different. So it's usually tip to tip, like right here at the tip, but I put it on the future tip. Okay, I went ahead and put it on the future tip, which will probably be the last high. Okay, fibs are used in this instance as a trend reversal tool. What does that mean? Low to high, your entry is going to be at the 23. Your take profit is going to be at the 302. Now, that harmonic scanner training that's on YouTube, if you go on there, it would give you the Fibonacci rules. It applies the same as here. It's just not a C to D, okay? If you listen to the 23, matter of fact, let me see if I can go to my Google Docs. Matter of fact, let me just go to YouTube. Go to YouTube. There's a Google Doc inside of the description box. It has the rules for Fibonacci, okay? Those rules apply. Even though I'm using a harmonic scanner, it's the same. The 23 entry, the take profit. Lord, bring up Bburrell. The take profit, and there we go. Everybody vote. Make sure vote. I don't want to hear y'all complaining something ain't happened, but you ain't sure. All right, so let's come back. Okay. So chat box. Okay. So there'll be rules, okay? New people, if y'all want to take this and put it somewhere you can use it. That's the Google Doc. Just go to the field and it's going to say 23 entry, take profit, okay? So it's simple. So what do we have here? The possibility of price going up a little bit more. Price is at 71.25 right now. You can go up to 71.40 and then turn around and sell. Okay, that's a 15 pip move to go up, and then it can come down. For those who understand the 23 entry, and I'll explain that on the next class, basically this means is that whatever number is, I'm starting it now, I guess, and whatever number is next to the 23, like Michael Jordan, the number that's in parentheses next to the 23 just kind of label that as the word entry, okay? Whatever number is next to the 23 is the number you're going to put in your cell phone. Fibonacci in this instance can only use as a stop order. The rules are on that Google Doc we just dropped in the chat box. So you grab your cell phone, you go get a GCAD pair, all right? The entry price is 1.7023. The take profit is 1.6951. Now, the problem that people face with, well, I ain't gonna say a lot of people, but some people face, is that when it hits this 23, right? And then it does this. And now they're panicking. They're sick. They can't sleep, right? They might even go up a little bit like this, right? And then 2 days later, it do this. And then you pissed. Because all you had to do was wait. Now, if you want to, you can find which one of these levels of support that you want to give reference to before you get in on this trade. What do I mean? There's a level of support right here. Look at this. Support. Look at my horizontal line. Look left and right along that horizontal line. That is a level of support. So if the 23 is you just not comfortable with it and you want to wait for your confirmation, and your confirmation looks like this. Let me take these fibs off so y'all can see the structure. If this is a level of support. If you want to wait for price to break this level of support, get a respect, and then sell, then be my guest. All right. But what I've learned is that once price is finished moving in a direction, it's gonna do what? Do the opposite. It was finished going down and went back up. It was finished going up and went back down. It was finished going down and went back up. Let me show y'all something. They're gonna dump everything. Uh-oh. Look at this. So we're gonna do a high to low. All right. Zeros on it. The rules are on that Google Doc. Zeros on the bottom for a buy, zeros on the top for a sell. See the zero right here? Let me see if the replay button. Let's see if the replay button works. What? Trading View done got bougie. All right, Trading View done got bougie. All right, so now let me do it this way. If they want to be all like, pretend this didn't happen. This buy right here, okay? All right, so what I did was put the Fibonacci from this tip, okay, I did this tip to this tip, okay? Zeros on the bottom because we were looking for price to go back up. This is the pass where we put the fib on to catch the future. High to low, tip to tip. 23 is the entry price. 382 is the take profit. Okay. So for those of you who just did the first type of position, you caught you 22 pips. Entry to take profit. For those of you who know how to trail, you caught the entire movement up. You got you a 200 pip move plus. Okay. High. I'm not gonna say high low. Tip to tip. Do the fill from here to here. All right. Let me do it again. Right? It ain't nothing magical, y'all. Tip to tip. That's all I do, okay? We was looking for this. We caught the sell because we did a tip to tip here, caught a 23 entry, caught the sell. We put the fib on the one we just caught, boom to boom. right? Catch the entry, caught the move all the way up. All right. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. What I'm trying to show y'all is that I'm showing y'all three different things. This is a common ceiling. This is a common floor. Ceiling, floor, and prices. When it's finished, it turns around. We use Fibonacci in one instance to catch a reversal. When it's finished selling, we finna catch the buy. When we finish buying, we finna catch the sell. It's literally that simple. But you got to understand how to intertwine it with technical analysis. You can't be like, ooh, that went down. Let me put a fib on it and catch the buy. No. What does the technical analysis say? So many people just keep it so, really simple. But don't be so goofy. All right, oh man, she told me that 23. Get it, they ain't doing that. Right? No. Don't be that special. You still got to understand technical analysis. We got a common ceiling, we got a common floor. Okay? So somebody would have caught this 23, would have caught that sell on the way down. Now you're no longer in this. Now you've moved. Right? It's noisy. Nobody should be doing that anyway unless you got some type of scalping. So what I was saying, so I did that over here to show you guys what it looks like on a bigger scale on this side. We did a tip to tip. We caught a 23 on the buy. Let me show y'all the tip to tip on the sell, okay, which is what we just drew on the other end. This is most likely news. When news happens, don't panic. It always settles, okay? So you did a tip to tip right here. Listen, on this one. On this buy, you caught the buy. You happy, right? Well, none of this happened yet. All this didn't happen yet, okay? All you're going to do, grab your phone, GCAD, sell stop. It only works for stop orders because once this took place, we're not looking for price to go up and come down. We're looking for prices to keep going down. Limit orders, if you assume that it's going to go up and come down, okay, yeah, you can place your limit order. But since it's just going to shoot down for your clear entry, because basically the guy who created Fibonacci, he basically realized that once it starts coming down a certain percentage, it's going to keep moving in that direction. Okay? So 0, 23%, 38%, 50, 61. This move is just saying when it starts doing the opposite. So it goes up, right? That's 100%. Okay? When it starts moving down, that's 23% of this move. Right? 38% of this move. 50% of this move, and etc. So if it comes all the way back down, you caught 100% the previous move. It's a mirror effect. Okay? It's just a reflection. You're just catching reflections. Ooh, I just made it up. We're catching reflections. All right? So you catch a 23, you got to be patient. Y'all going to be, the entry is pretty much good when it came through. But look at this. I want y'all to see something else. See the ceiling beyond the Fibonacci, right? The ceiling. It's respecting the ceiling. Let's take the fib off. Basic technical analysis. It respected the ceiling, and then it sold. I would have just did instant execution and just waited, right? But look how the 23 is like super close to the really it's on the neck of them candlesticks, right? So you get your respect. Even the buy is respecting this. The body closed right underneath the 23. Remember, this didn't happen yet. We just put that tip to tip, and then these candlesticks started forming. And so you're in profit, right? You go into profit, and you're about 18 pips in profit, and then it comes down and it shoots back up a little bit. And it has you sitting here from October 19th to October 22nd. It's okay if you got it from here to here. Get your bag and close it out. If you have another position that's running, you got to learn how to be patient, right? If you got a first position, it started here and ended here. The second one is just running, right? So if you had enough confidence, right, to sustain holding this from 71 to 69, that's 200 pip move. One of your moves called about 21 pips from here to here, and then the other one called 200 pips, right? Who would have liked to catch either one of those? You got to learn, too, to realize that, light bulb, what you got to realize, too, ladies and gentlemen, is that this tool, for me, it works its butt off, okay? It's literally the move is finished, we're going to catch the opposite. The move is finished, we're going to catch the opposite. It's literally how it works. The biggest thing what people may struggle with is their patience. See, you're not willing to wait right here. You keep stalking your phone because you probably over leverage your account. You keep stalking your phone because you're like, Brittany told me to get in at 23. They ain't did nothing yet. Well, you need to keep waiting, right? It's nothing wrong with holding positions, especially when the pattern is consistent, up and down, up and down, up and down. But don't be positions in the middle of, you don't even know, you just in the middle of just nothing. You don't even know what's going on. You just say, bye, and I'm going to just figure it out. Sell, just figure it out. Stop getting in and stop putting your money into something you don't understand. That's what blows my mind when people get into investing, especially with the trading aspect, is that you're putting your money into something you don't even understand. You might as well grab a bag of money out of the bank and put your window down, put the trash bag on the back seat, roll the windows down, and let the money fly out the window. It's the same thing. You just let your money blow in the wind. But did that make sense? Tip to tip, 23 entry, take profit at the 382. A second position, 23 entry, just catch you 10 pips. You can catch you a 10 pip move after it hit the 23 every time. Just do that. Build your account off of 10 pips, 23 and 10, right? But y'all go to use right? Or you can, I mean, like I said, if you know all three of them, catch up, get you three positions. Under risk management, though, right? Under risk management. Would have did a tip to tip here. You probably would have caught the 23. It would have been a quick move. Actually, let me dump this. Let's dump this. So let's go back to what we were about to do. Let's reset the chart. So this is what we had, okay? So what I was going to do here was put a tip, okay? And wait it out. If you can gain patience, what you got to do is so tip to tip. And then remember what price could before it actually finishes the sale. So you can do that sell limit. All right, I'm gonna just go ahead and move it up to the future, because what happens is you gotta move now. The zero's on the top side now because we're looking for a sale. The zero has to be on the top because the 23 entry got to be on the right side for the sale. When you're looking for a buy, the zero's got to be on the bottom because the 23 is going to coincide on the zero side. It's going to be 0, 23, 3, in numerical order. Zero's got to be on the bottom so the 23 can trigger going up. All right. Zero's got to be on the top so the 23 can trigger going down. All right. So what I'm doing is following the trend. Since I already think the trend is finished, but it can move another, like what we say, about 15 more pips, let me go ahead and put it to where it could possibly finish at. So the adjustment has already been made for the future. Okay, like I said, you can do a sell limit at the 71.46, and you can do a sell stop at 70.29. So if you don't trigger here, you trigger here. But this is what's gonna make y'all sweat tonight. Is this when it cuts your trade on, and it might bounce on top, or it cuts your trade on, and yeah, and it's just bouncing. It's just sitting there in consolidation. But look at the pads. Let me show y'all something. I'm gonna show y'all feeling. Right, this is what I was teaching on the field for Life Tour. So right here, nope, I didn't mean to grab a field. Right here is where most people panic. If you look and see how often price is going to play with your emotions before it triggers into momentum, then you shouldn't get your panties in a bunch. When you see based off the pad, it's going to dance and sell. It's going to dance and then buy. Let it dance a little bit. Let it do what's going to do. But if you're under risk management, you're not worried about it dancing. You're not worried about it. Lose your little $3, lose $30, lose $3,000, right? People like, dang, people like to lose $3,000. Yes, because you're under risk management depending on your account size. 3 bands don't become nothing to you when you start doing this thing right. You should be happy if you can lose $3,000 off our account. You should be happy you can lose $3 off on the account because you're under risk management. Y'all go out there, have a $100 account, put a $5 outside, go 10 pips the wrong way, you done lost $50. Now you sick. Oh man, I lost $50, man. No, I am so happy and grateful I lost $50 because I learned my lesson. I ain't gonna do it no more. Right? But this is where people panic. If this 23 trigger, matter of fact, I will get in tonight right here and don't care. I won't look at that thing for another day or two. Right? And then get in and boom, it's riding down. You got to go in and you got to go in here and get these trades. I'm going to do two things next week. I want to share how to build your confidence, how to really become a set and forget for trader, okay? Because, again, people treat trading like a job. This ain't nothing I want to be sitting at home and doing. I might as well go back to corporate. You got to go out here and use this as a vehicle to live your best life. Use this as a vehicle to create things that never have been created in your generation, in your family, okay? Who are you going to be? Who do you want to become, all right? And remember, it's 95% emotional intelligence. So if you do yourself a favor, write down your emotions, document your emotions, get your little notepad, get your whiteboard, whatever it is you got to do, and you're going to keep shooting yourself in the foot until you conquer them. Don't get excited about money. When you conquer your philosophy on money, you're unfazed by all this. Warren Buffett, Mark Zuckerberg, all them folks, they ain't walking around here talking about I made $3 billion a day. It's just another day to them. They still looking up. You still looking at what happened. Get this bag, stack your money, compound, stop going in your trading account, stop treating your trading account as your 9 to 5. Use your trading account as an investment account to create financial freedom. And then once you create that level of success that you want, then you start pulling out money. But don't go in here like a job, especially when you haven't been able to be consistent yet. Get in here and learn how to compound, be consistent at trading. That way you can duplicate your success. A lot of y'all done got lucky, and that money, you probably trying to preserve that money. Well, you got to learn, let that money sit until you go back to your trade. I don't care if you just made $3,000 off a trade. If you don't know how to trade, leave that money right there and thank God you just made it. Don't get in there and get all cocky. Oh, hey, I just made $3,000 a day. Well, can you teach me how you just made that $3,000, or was it a blessing? If it's a blessing, leave it there. Take your butt back to that practice account and learn how to become a confident trader. Become a skilled trader, a professional. Professionals focus on how much money they can lose, not how much money they can make. Okay? So GCAD, I only looked at it tonight, but GCAD, we'll be on here for about maybe 15 more minutes, and we'll call it a night. All right? But your move is your patience. All right? You're going to either get this, or you're going to get this. All right? Anybody pairs they want to look at? And don't give me nothing with no whole bunch of consolidation. I'm not going to do no magic charting. If it's looking crazy, I'm not going to look at it. Just because it's a pair doesn't mean it's ready to be traded. UGU. All right. UGU. How y'all feeling tonight? Y'all getting some value? GU, would you like GK? Cool. All right, let me check out the weekly right quick. All right, it ain't giving me nothing. Possible for. All right, 4 hours. All right, so the consistent we see here, I immediately see this common ceiling right here. Boom, boom, boom. Then this level 1, 2, and 3, right? So let's squeeze it in just a little bit more. It had a consistent ceiling for about since June 26, even if about since June 26, it touched this level and sell, right? So the options you see here, this is such a consistent move. Wow, that's beautiful. So what you see here is basically has the potential to go up until this buy before it turns around and sells again. So this one can be a tricky one, all right? So you can get ready for a buy right now, but if look at the left, this is a ceiling, right? This was a ceiling, and then it used to be a level of support. So this could either stay here and sell, Let's look at the past. When it's went up, right? It's going up. So for the most part, you want to prepare for maybe a pullback and then a buy, okay? Always be ready for whichever way the market moves. That's the key. So you want to get blindsided. Some people are like, dang, I thought it was going to sell. Well, if you knew it was going to sell and buy, that's really the concept of trading. It's always going to sell or buy. You just got to catch which way it's going to go, all right? I always give reference to Mayweather. Mayweather's always ready for whichever way his opponent is going to go. So the markets are your opponent. You got to study your opponent. When you're in sports, you're studying your opponent, right? You're studying a team, the QB, the running back. You got to get in here and study this. When you trying to stalk and steal someone's boyfriend, you studying that girl move, right? You got I'm kidding. You got to get in here and study these charts, low, high. So you got a possible move with a sell, but for the most part, if it does go back into a buy, and I'm not going to teach y'all this right quick. Get on Christopher session for this piece. Yeah, this is probably just going to keep buying until it gets up there to the top. Unless somebody, unless a market mover do something. But if you want to chart it, this is what it looks like. You can put your sell limit for the future, right? Sell limit at 32.40. Let it sit there whenever it's going to occur. And then what's your confirmation for you to get into a buy for this? Look left. Where's your most consistent ceiling at right now? That's your most recent ceiling. It's a ceiling there. It used to be a level of support. We already notated that. So you're just waiting for price to break above this level and turn it to respect as a newfound floor, and then you can get into this trade. All right, and then look for that. Set your call level is at 3060 for you those of you who don't know the app. It's an app you can let it tell you anything you want to know from a pair. All right. If you want to know when GU moves up to 3073, you need to grab your cell phone, go to GU from call levels, and say doo-doo. It's gonna say yo B, it touched the 3073. Well, now you can set a new level. Well, let me know when you touch 76 or something like that. Or you just wait for confirmation. Wait till it turns into a floor, and then goes into a buy. Okay. The app is called Call Levels. Y'all feel it. But get in here, guys. Do not neglect learning the skill, right? Do not learning this skill. What's the screenshot? No, don't do that. Move. Well, I guess I just, okay. Move, okay. So next we're going to get in here and show you guys how to become a confident. Your homework, basically. Okay? Your homework. What would your entry price be? What would your take profit be? Actually, I forgot to say on that. And even so, you can set it up for the future. You can set it here, or you can go ahead and drag it up. All right? You can set it here, or you can say, well, what entry be once it did? You get a sell limit entry at the very, very peak, and then you get a 23 entry at right here at the midway. Because look left. It's sold here. Look left at that dotted line every time. Every time it was going down on the sell side, did it sell at that dotted line? Yes, it did. So that's a consistent level of a sale. That's other things that I look at too. Y'all see that? Sell is sold. It's sold. It's sold. Even this little dirty little doo-doo looking piece. It's sold. It's sold. It's sold. So if it does pop up there, you got an entry. And I'm wrapping this stuff in so I can just kind of study it. All right. On this, if it do turn around, That fill 0 need to be right here at the tip, okay? So you can catch an accurate entry on this sale. But go with your confirmation. GMCD info. GMCD. Okay, cool. What else going on? Well, I'm trading on, man. Hold on. NJ, I'm looking for that. Well, that's kind of been sitting idle. Started, got some profits on that, and then everything else is waiting to move. Where is? No, I forgot that cool. Was that GNZD? And now the old lady. Okay, yeah. Okay. Now, some of y'all know it's y'all bedtime. Y'all gotta get ready for bed. Okay, cool. And Euro, E. Okay. So I'm coming back to GNZD right quick. EU. This is funny. All right, let's do this. So let's go to the weekly. Let's see what's the consistency, if there is any. Yes, it's a constant. You're sealing constantly. They're turned into a floor. Okay. If anything, the new trend would be to break this floor. So I'm gonna put me a little mark line, if you will, a little marker. I'm gonna turn it gold. That really identifies my weekly level for me. If I do see a connection there. So let's go down to a 4-hour time frame. EU. If it continues to respect this, just look for that buy. It's a choppy. Look how choppy this pair is. Right? It's a real choppy pair. Let's go down to a 1 hour. So what y'all gotta see too is how significant these look how significant these pullbacks are. So even if you're selling a pair like this, you're getting stopped out. It's sold and it drew back up. Well, sold. You got really. The pullback, we don't expect it to be so significant like that. All right. So it's sold, flag, sold, flag, sold, flag. So you got these areas where there's a little bit of boxes of consolidation, if you will. Okay. But there is no consistency. What's the rhythm? What's the rhythm? What's the consistency of this pair besides the significant pullbacks? So this particular pair in this season, you need to get the trade and get out. This is not something you hold unless you're trying to ride. You really, really want to trade that bad that you're not even setting a stop. Okay, you can capitalize off of the terms more than trying to sit there and hold this position, because the pattern in this pair is that it turns around, looks like 100%. So even that flag is still a good move up. And so got that flag, it's kind of ugly, but it has these big turns, right? You can get these big turns. So that's when I say y'all got to understand the DNA. This one isn't no smooth. This is okay sell, but still, if you didn't enter right here, then you pretty much possibly may get stopped out, especially like right here. From here, 1503 all the way up, that's a 90 pip pullback. If you ain't trailing by 100 pips, then you got stopped out. From here, 1568, 1629, that's what, that's a 60 pip pullback. So you got to be aware. That's why you got to look at these pairs, especially in their seasons. These are significant pullbacks. What's this? You caught a sell, even if you're trailing, 1439 all the way up to 1532. That's like an 80 pip pullback. So you might as well start capitalizing off of the move instead of just getting stopped. Take the trade, get out, and then turn around and catch the entry. Catch the trade, get out, catch the entry, catch the trade, get out. Like, just capitalize off of the turns. So if EU is at a place where it's a consistent floor, I don't dump it. I dumped the floor. Well, it's fine. We know it, right? If you got a consistent floor going on, then you got to be careful. Look, it's just too choppy. You got to be careful. Only thing you can do is wait for it to break this ceiling, 1430. Set you an alert, because this isn't something you're going to just be like 23 entry. You can, but it's too choppy. Let's see. All right, you got to wait for it to break that 1428 and give you a confirmation that it's turned into a level of respected support. You got to wait for that level to respect, because right now it's keep resisting it, because you might end up turning around and have EU turn around and go a whole new trend, right? But look over here. Look what it did over here. It stayed below for a little while before it went into a buy. It's almost like the same move. Went up, came down. Yeah, you need to wait for it respects this level of Tell Ebony she about to miss that. 5 more minutes. But y'all see that on EU? Look at how choppy it is. Be aware of how significant the turnarounds are. All right? Your style of trading may not be applicable to every single pair, by the way. You got to be able to be adaptable. You got to have other tools in your bag. For me, most of everything is just patience. Okay? If I personally came to this pair, I would wait for it. It would wait. I need that confirmation. But since it's been consistently respecting this level since when? 2017, a year ago, and just wait for it to bounce back up. Because what you don't want to happen is you get in right now and it puts you back in a drawdown. It pulls you all the way down to 1309. That's 100 pips away. So you want to wait for it to give you confirmation. Okay? And then somebody said, go. Oh, wait. Let's see, you can too.
Brittany is XAU USD.
Oh, XAUSD, okay. Real quick. The Mexican actually looks like a good setup. Because if you come here back in June, and this kind of be in this hole for the entire time. Let's look it up right quick. Yeah, you got disrespect. It shot up a little bit here, but for the most part, it's already rocking and rolling. I don't know what's holding it up. Let's see if it's the level over here. Okay, so it used to be a previous floor. So you need that floor to be broken. Floor right here. Once that floor is broken, you might have some consistency going on. You might have that momentum to continue, because basically it looked like this, and then you wait for it to break that momentum. So once it breaks this momentum, you can get in. If I throw a fib on it, let's see how far away that is. I already broke the 23. So yeah, you're basically waiting for we'll probably break this next floor, because remember, it was previously a floor. You want the floor to be broken again. If you don't over leverage, you'll be okay. Right? That's what you need to happen before you get in that trade. Wait for your confirmation. I thought it looked weird when I was typing it in a minute. All right, so let's dump this. Oh, there's some old stuff on here. How many have been on that gold cup? Y'all don't need me to go over no gold. Just get on the gold cup. All right, so it's consistency here. This is July. You got a constant ceiling. Really just wait for it to continue to sell. Some of the stuff is kind of like, hold on, go back up. Price is currently here. Follow that white line. You got a consistent ceiling that has already been resistant, right? Even look a little further. Whatever white line is. So that white line has been broken then. White line used to be support, now white line is a ceiling. Okay, so set up a new trend. Let's go to 1 hour, see if it's more choppy on there. All right, cool. This is pretty. It's a long flag, so you're just waiting for the break. You might want to get on the scanner because that's real choppy. Unless you can stomach it to get in now. But overall, look how choppy it is, and you'll see the consistency. Even though it's choppy, it has consistency. All right. Choppy sell, choppy sell, choppy sell, choppy sell. Okay. Consolidation. All right. What you're looking for is basically waiting for this to be broken. Wait, I don't like that one. It's basically like a breakout. Once it break out, get it. Set your notification. Price is currently at. Let me dump these fields off right quick. Yeah, you just wait for a breakout. Price is right there, okay? Be aware of the wicks, though. You're like, oh, shoot, it broke out. No, you got faked out. You want it to break out of this box, which is basically big old flag, and catch the sale, okay? You can set your notification. Price is actually currently at it is at a previous floor. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, you're just waiting for it to break out, and the favorable breakout is to the sale, all right? If you're asking me what your entry price would be, I'm not going to tell you because my entry price is very risky. Mine would probably be instant execution right now and wait it out. But I got patience, so. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's my time. It's been real, Laville. Oh, wait. Y'all got a whole bunch of stuff going on in here. Wait a minute. Can you do this? Yeah, I won't be nosy. What we at? Can you turn on this market of a chart and do it on your iPhone? Okay, so when it comes to marking up a chart, unfortunately, the best way right now, when you're learning in your learning phase, the best way to do that is with a computer. I totally agree with you trying to see it on a cell phone. The window is too, tight. So if you have a library in the area, if you can borrow somebody's laptop, if you can set a schedule with a friend, don't be embarrassed. Somebody, can you use their resources? Hey, look, I'm having trouble right now with my computer. You ain't got to let them know you don't have a computer. Say, hey, I'm having trouble with my computer. Can I come over your house for 30 minutes or an hour to learn? But for the most part, in the beginning phase when learning, you definitely need a laptop. Okay. And then, so just try to find a solution, don't ever feel like you're locked out of your abundance. Find a solution. All right. And then, no, ma'am, I just stick to, I don't learn nothing else no more. I just stick to what it is. No. Skills and tech, that's it. I'm pretty much making trading now. Let me see. What else we got? EU was before gold. And then y'all make sure y'all support Luke and his gold cup. Check out the harmonic scanner training we did on the what's on the YouTube. And yes, I am. I don't know what to do. The next tour might either go to Barbados or Chicago. Yeah, I think that's what we got. All right. Oh, Steve says buy one gold. Steve says buy on gold cup. Gold one, gold cup says there. What'd you say, no? Oh, you talking about Steve Linder. Okay. Buy on gold one, gold cup says sell. I say sell on gold right now. It's in the middle of a flag. It might consolidate up and down into a buy and sell, but I think gold finna sell. Yeah. I don't know if you can go to YouTube because I don't want to get in trouble from our markets live. They don't buckle down. Okay, well that's it. I hope you guys got some value on tonight. We'll be doing this next Monday, right before David and Manitier hops on. It's been a blessing, and you guys keep me in your prayers. We'll continue to keep pushing forward. If you have any questions, you can go to the YouTube channel and find my contact, or I can just tell you now, I'm on Instagram. Bburrell Music is the hashtag. Whatever, Bburrell Music. Let's see what happens. Y'all conquered on emotional intelligence. Conquered on emotional intelligence. Even if you're doing an independent business, whether in your marriage or relationship, it will work out, and you know what your value is. All right. I love you guys. Have an amazing night. See you later. Bring your teams on. Let's rock.